Hitting a baseball is the hardest thing to do in all of sports. Hitters have less than 400 milliseconds to react, which is faster than the blink of an eye. I was a pro pitcher, but when it came to hitting, I was really, really bad. And a little PSA, don't watch this next clip if you don't want to throw up. Unfortunately, that is me. One of the last times I was swinging, I popped my front shoulder out of place, which was really, really uncomfortable. But despite being a bad hitter my entire life and also getting injured and popping my shoulder out, I've always wondered if I could be a pro level hitter if I had the right coach. All right, so before we get to our hitting lesson today, we have to fuel up. So I'm gonna talk you guys through what I do for my usual breakfast. Honestly, it's pretty simple. So usually breakfast for me looks like 3 to 4 eggs, and then we also have our protein, which if you're not cooking meat in a slow cooker, you should be. And then we also have our oats for our carb. And if you're a baseball player, your breakfast is probably the most important meal of the day. If you're not getting it and you want to be over 200 pounds, you should do that. All right, so this is our breakfast. It takes less than 10 minutes. And also, this is Nala, and she loves the smell of breakfast. Another part of my morning routine that I like a lot are these little shots. These are Magic Mind, and I started using these when I was a pro pitcher. Every baseball player, myself included, wants to be as focused as possible, and this is a mental performance shot. And one of the things I really like about it, it's packed with vitamins. It also comes with caffeine, but the one thing that does a little bit differently than other caffeine is it's longer lasting and you have less of a crash. So I was super excited when I reached out to Magic Mind and they had a 7-day challenge going. So I've been taking this for the last 7 days, and I'm excited to talk a little bit about it after I take my shot. During my baseball career, one of the things I noticed was every single time I got to a higher level, so high school to college, college to pro ball, was players had better routines, and that was something that was super important to me, was trying to get the best routine I could. Adding in Magic Mind made me feel like I was like ready to go for the day, similar to if you have your routine before you get to the field. That was just a part of my morning routine. So it kind of fit right into my ritual, and it made me feel like I was prepared for the day. And when I was consistently hitting that morning routine, I felt like I was at my best and always played better. So these are my takeaways from the 7-day challenge. I have felt absolutely locked in. And one of the things I want to say with that is having the morning routine. I've hit it every single day, which has been great, but also my energy and my focus. And it's actually kind of funny. I feel like my focus as a YouTuber is actually more challenging than as a baseball player. Usually I would go out and I would throw like 15 pitches as a reliever. And now as a YouTuber, I'm trying to make videos every single day. And so I actually feel like I need more focus now. So that was my biggest takeaway with my Magic Mind 7-day challenge. If you want to try Magic Mind for yourself, I definitely recommend checking them out. Just head to magicmind.com/Aiden and use the code Aiden20 to save 20% on a one-time purchase or up to 48% on your first subscription. And now it is time to eat my breakfast as fast as I possibly can. And it's time to go to a professional hitting coach for a lesson, which I'm super excited about. I haven't gone to a professional hitting coach since I was probably about 14 years old.
Played college baseball at TCU and then went on to play 12 years of pro ball from there. I've been a private hitting coach the past year or something like that, but I'm actually going back to play again, so I'm kind of a coach player again. I'm going to Europe this year to go play.
All right, so today the 3 things that we're going to be looking at is bat speed, exit velo, and distance. Major league average bat speed is 72 miles an hour, and the average major league exit velocity is 89. My goal is to hit a ball 400 feet. Reasonable?
Absolutely, you got this.
We're gonna find out today. Another problem that I have is this past year I've popped my shoulder out of place twice while swinging.
I've seen that.
Yeah, what is that?
I am nervously excited to see how this goes today, but it seems like you're a big, long, hypermobile mover, and that's helped you a lot off the bump, and so we'll kind of diagnose that. We'll take it easy at the start, and
warm it up.
Hopefully that won't be an issue today.
First question, do you do any T drills or no?
Yeah, man, I think to each their own. I mean, one philosophy that I like is I think everything's great and everything sucks. You know, it just depends on who it is, what your body type is, and what you like. If you like hitting off the tee, then don't let anybody tell you to stop doing that.
I like hitting off the tee because I haven't hurt my shoulder and the ball doesn't move. So the tee's usually been the best spot for me.
That's great. Well, let's do that.
We'll start with some tee work and see where we're at.
Love it. I mean, dude, that's a good swing. Processing. So that was 83.6, 271 feet. What percent effort was that? 50?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
The problem is when the ball starts moving.
Hot start. So I'm not going to say much early on. I just want to watch you swing, and then we'll go from there. But I got a couple ideas.
I was going to say, I hope so. Yeah, I think the only goal I have for hitting now is just be able to hit in home run derbies.
Okay.
With metal bats.
Without dislocating.
Yeah, without dislocating my shoulder.
right there. I'm going to be honest. I was hoping, since you said you suck at hitting, I'm like, okay, wonder what this baseline is going to be. You're popping off 87.1 miles an hour exit velo right now, so it's a little higher than I thought. I mean, I think we get you over 100 today for sure.
I think the most interesting thing I found out through pitching was just like how much like being stronger and bigger and faster like matter. And I think it's like totally underplayed for like, because in high school you can only do so much.
Yeah.
I literally couldn't be much stronger.
Yeah.
I was like 200 pounds. I ran an 8.460.
So, dude, you were just Bambi, awkward.
Just, dude, yeah, but like kind of like chunky too. Yeah. It was a fun mix.
Dude, that ball's walloped.
The one thing is once the ball starts moving.
I hear you.
That's definitely, dude, the first time I did front hand after doing a bunch of tee work, I like swung through like 3.
Well, yeah, that
just
happens.
Like apparently
dude,
you can't look at the baseball while it's coming in.
Joey Gallo does the same thing. No offense, Joey Gallo. Ooh, bro, if your shoulder holds up, we're getting over 100 today. 91.5 right
91.5. All right, initial baseline,
91.5. 82 feet. We'll get you to 400.
We'll get a ball in the air.
That's right.
All right.
Too often we are so focused on mechanics that it takes our mind and our eyes off the ball. And so anything we can do to be athletic and throw in some movement, it really allows kids to not be so hyper-focused on what's going on and more in tune with just hitting the ball far, which is what ideally we all want to do. So first things first, at Happy Gilmore drill, treat it like, honestly, an Olympic event. Like you've got one pitch right here, hit this ball as far as you can. To hit as far as you can, like you gotta hit it a little high and you gotta hit it pretty hard. So I like to just shuffle into it, wham, take your swing and hit as far as you can. Like I said, try to win that gold medal.
Are you doing that on tee or front toss too?
You can do both. I mean, if you're by yourself and all you have is the tee, then I would say great. You'd be surprised at the positions you get into when you're moving. They're pretty strong and pretty athletic, but I'm a big fan of doing it front toss. This one might look a little crazy, but and I'm curious throwing too. Like anything where throwing is a reaction, our body and brain are really efficient when they need to do things in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times with hitting, everyone's taught to like stay back and start early. But so what I like to do is move your feet and then just react to that ball coming in. So the ball comes in, I get ready and take my swing. And that allows the brain to be off. And once again, you'll be really surprised at the positions that you wind up getting into. And man, honestly, the last kind of favorite thing that I do now with my guys, and it's been really eye-opening, is I want them to close their eyes and either picture their favorite homer that they've hit. You've got one in your career.
One. Down the line, left field line.
Oh, yeah. You remember
exactly
that, right?
Where I went. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Amazing. And that's how players are. So I want you to close your eyes, think back to that freaking day and how good that felt, and I want you to take that swing. Take that swing, and from there, I'll tell you 2 things that typically happen. One, that bat kind of recoils back. Like a lot of times when guys finish, it's like they kind of slow down to the finish. But when you do that, the bat comes through. It doesn't slow down until after the swing. And most righties fall over the plate.
Yeah.
And if you do those 2 things, I feel like you're in a pretty good spot. Like your transfer of energy was pretty efficient.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Oh, that's money toss.
Dude, you're going to absolutely launch. Atta girl.
Good first one. Good first one.
Processing. All right, we don't need to read that unless you want
I think we're good.
Tough pitch right there. Let's get that one. 91, 149 feet. There we go. 94.1, dude. It's
94.1.
You freaking crush it. All right, you let me know when you want to try something. Woo! There we go. I was about to ask you to deliver that barrel, pull it. 94.3. All right, I got one thing for you. So you're big and long, right? Like, show me how you threw. Like, what do your mechanics kind of look like?
Very up, and then just like
Long, bro.
long and drive.
You're up like out of your body. So mess around with some of that for a little bit. Instead of being so tight, like get a little bit longer and let all of your energy kind of build up a little bit. Tough pitch, but that was lengthy.
That felt good.
87, hit that 300 feet. Tough toss.
Ooh.
Love it. I mean, you went for it
Shoulder.
there. You feel it?
Oh, it popped a little bit.
Golly.
Real quick. Oh.
Well, you hit it 96.4. So you tell me, dude.
It popped a little bit.
You can see you got that trauma in there. Like you don't want to move it right now. That's terrible.
There we go.
You were going to be well over 100 miles an hour without question.
So that was definitely not how I was hoping for today's video to go. I've got my sling on and the shoulder does not feel great, but I will be following up with that. I need to see a PT, need to see what's wrong with it and why every time I swing hard, it decides to pop out of place. But on a serious note, if you are a baseball player, I hope today's video helped you kind of look at the training side of things. And just remember, keep having fun, keep working hard, and keep going.